Now we'll begin the chapter number 3, Human Reproduction. We have already studied the reproduction in plants. Likewise, human reproduction also has various events which are gametogenesis, insemination, fertilization, implantation, gestation, and parturition. So all these events can be grouped into 3 categories: pre-fertilization events, fertilization, and post-fertilization events. So we'll begin with pre-fertilization events. We know that human beings are showing sexual dimorphism, which means you can differentiate between males and females right from the birth. But there are specific changes which take place during puberty. Like in case of females, the puberty changes are different, whereas in case of males, the puberty changes are different. So we will study both male and female reproductive system one by one. So first we will take up male reproductive system. Testosterone, which is produced by testes, is the main hormone which is responsible for the further growth of male reproductive system and gametogenesis for production of sperms. Let us first study the anatomy of human male reproductive system. So it can be studied under 3 parts. First, primary organ, that is gonads, which are a pair of testes. Then accessory ducts and glands, which we will study later on in more detail. And third is external genitalia, which is penis. So please practice this diagram, the previous diagram also, and this diagram. This is the lateral view of the male reproductive system. This diagram is given in your book also. So please practice it. It can be asked for 3 marks. So the male reproductive system consists of external genitalia, which is penis, and accessory glands, which include seminal vesicles, prostate gland, and bulbourethral gland. The secretion of this gland is called seminal plasma, which is very much rich in fructose, calcium, and certain enzymes which help in transportation and lubrication. So now if you see this structure, this is the male gonad or testis, which has around 450 to 500 seminiferous tubules, and this testis is present outside the abdominal cavity within a pouch called scrotum. It is because the process of spermatogenesis requires a lower temperature of about 2 to 2.5 degree lower than our normal body temperature. So if you see this diagram, you can see that the seminal seminiferous tubules, they undergo the process of spermatogenesis, and they pass on their secretion to the vasa efferentia through rete testis. From there it goes to the posterior part, that is epididymis, and from there it goes to the vasa deferens.